Good day to you one and all, it is I, Justin Hawkins, and this is Justin Hawkins Rides Again. Here I am in opulent kitchen surroundings at a rehearsal space because the Darkness are going on an arena tour. We just got to run through the set a couple of times. Not for my benefit, of course, I know my shit, but the rest of the guys, you know. Anyway, today I'm talking about Plini, an artist that I'd never heard of before. It's one of these new guitarmen or guitar folk who do stuff with guitars that nobody else can do. I'm going to react to the Finvox live sessions, a song called Cascade, and obviously I'm really excited about that. So let's get cracking. Justin Hawkins rides again, Oh yeah! Again, right. Chances are I'll just have to put this guitar down at some point because it's going to be way too complicated for me. Jared Smith states that Plini has no equal. Writing, technique, tone, all flawless. Sap Can't Sing says Plini's music does something for me at a visceral level. He's legit the perfect marriage of melody and technique. And then some guy with a phone said, I heard every single thing played, every note, every cymbal. Whoever final mix EQ'd this, well done, very crisp. We've had a comment about crispness of mixing on another recent thing. I think that was a Rival Sons one. Plini is an Australian guitarist and songwriter. Steve Vai described him as the future of exceptional guitar playing. Music Radar named him as the best prog guitarist of 2017. One of Plini's influences has been Joe Satriani, and we all know Joe Satriani. Plini stated in an interview, "What I found different in Joe's playing is his ability to craft simple and catchy melodies and phrase them so perfectly that he doesn't have to rely on, but can still bust out flashy passages and cool tricks to keep the instrumental song format interesting." There's warning, this video may potentially trigger some seizures. I'd be laughing at it. What's that patch there? It sort of sounds like it's got maybe like a vibraphone with some other stuff going on behind it. A lovely synthesizer timbre, which I feel like is going to be betrayed by enormous sounding guitars. Am I right, guys? Yeah, I'm right. That phrase there. I anticipate being the only thing I can actually play. Check out that riff. Okay, I feel like the guitars are probably detuned to semitone around because I can hear a riff which is doing but the main sort of crux of it is that D flat. I'd imagine that's probably a detuned guitar, semitone across, but maybe even the E string's gone down another 2 semitones to a D flat. Yeah, I can see the bass guy doing hitting an open string at the bottom there, but he might have more than 4 strings on his bass. Who's ever heard of such a thing? It's madness. Oh, oh. That's a weird riff because it sort of feels like it's in E, and the first note that he hits after the pedaling on the E is the major third, and then there's this one. Oh, the Diablo note. But it doesn't sound evil when he does it. I don't know why. That could mean that the actual key of it's B. I don't know what it means. It could mean anything. Who knows what it means? Does it have to mean something? No, it doesn't. It all looks pretty effortless, doesn't it? He's sort of finding his way around the fretboard, scampering around like a frightened mouse. Oh, no. It's more like patrolling the fretboard, like one of those sand creatures from the movie Dune. Not the reboot, the old one, David Lynch one. But one thing that always, I think, turns me off about this particular type of prog is how static the playing is. In terms of I suppose I'm just talking about choreography really. They're you have to have your guitar pretty high to be able to get the spread that you need to be able to play these riffs. It means that you don't get those low slung slash types. You always get this, and with the guitar at that sort of angle, so that your left hand is, more mobile, I suppose, and able to do the stuff you need. I don't think it's as exciting to watch, and I don't think I'm going to be the only person that feels that. I think that a rock and roll gig is a multi-sensory experience. First of all, you're talking about the sound that the band's playing, how raucous it is, the tribal aspect of it, and how the people around you are the disaffected youth that are inspired by this powerful and exciting sound. And then you've got the smell. Sometimes in a gig, people literally shit themselves, but most of the time you're going to be smelling a second-hand tobacco smoke. This is going back to before the smoking ban, of course. You're going to be smelling booze, people's breath, BO, sweat, and that sour beer smell that you get from a sticky carpet in a good venue which has had proper gigs in it. But I feel like, a huge part of it is the excitement of a gig like that is going to be this. But I think, when you have a guitar that's static in that position and the players are doing this, the one advantage is if you're in the front row, you can do the fret watching. And you can, figure out how they're playing it, and also get a good gander at the pedals, because, obviously this stuff sounds amazing. It doesn't look that exciting to me, you know what I mean? But it's not about that, I suppose. This is really about the experience of listening to a thing and marveling at the technique and the melody. But I think for old rockers like me, I think it's there's an absence of attitudinal kind of edginess, and the stuff that excites me is things like mistakes. I like it when people fall over because they're trying to do too much. I like people to operate at the very edge of their ability. The edge of this guy's ability is over there somewhere. But give him a Les Paul, low strung, he'll still be amazing, but it'll be much more exciting, I think, as well. Probably wouldn't sound like this though. But his technique is unbelievable. It sounds so good. Sometimes you hear people who are doing that fast stuff and they disguise it with wah because it sort of smudges the bits that they haven't quite fretted in the nice way. There's nothing like that going on here. It's a pretty straight up saturated guitar sound, just played really well. There's a really nice taste in his vibrato technique as well. He's a great guitar player. Yeah! I don't know how to remember all that stuff. It's great. I actually had a moment to play on a fusion record. It was quite daunting, I felt really intimidated by the quality of the other guitar players that were on that thing. It was Darby Todd's album. It was called something about zeros and ones. It's a solid fusion album. And he asked me to do a solo and some backing vocals on another track. And the solo, first of all, it went on for about 1 million bars. Second of all, I didn't even know how many beats were in the fucking bars. I'm an old school rock and roll guitar player, but I was well out of my depth, but it was a great opportunity. And I kind of marvelled at the kind of musical brain you have to pull this stuff off. But I do think that it's a different musical brain to the one that makes rock and roll music. And yet it's the elements of it are the same, aren't they? It's still basically a band, in its essence. I think the song I played on was called Quadrant or something. I don't know. I think I probably deleted it from my memory as one of those moments where I worked too hard to try and get something over the line. It's a long way out of my wheelhouse, but I love listening to it, but it's kind of like, I don't think it's I mean, it doesn't move me in the same way that a song would, you know, a song with some words about heartbreak or something uplifting about hearts that are not broken. You know what I mean? Just heart stuff. Where's all the heart stuff? All you want to see there is when it goes around to the keyboard player, you want to see a keyboard player with a shirt done up to the top with like a massive pair of glasses on, just hitting one note. That's just to take the edge off the brilliant musicianship. You just need like bottom of Coke bottle glasses, cross-eyed, hitting. Just why? There's no weak link to celebrate in this band. Just get a triangle player, something like that, you know. Yeah, that's a gorgeous bit, isn't it? So that was Plini doing Cascade. It's amazing playing, it really is. I mean, it's I think that kind of prog metal and all that stuff is a little bit of an acquired taste, but what you can't deny is the musicianship is really staggering, and right across the board, all the way through that ensemble that was playing that. But you know what, there's no reason why they can't wear a flashier shirt or you know, get that keyboard player in that I was telling you about with the thick glasses. Maybe like with a couple of fingers missing or something, you know, just doing that. Anything, just something. Just to spice up the visuals, do you know what I mean by that? Yeah. Anyway, but it's great stuff. Well done, Plini. Justin Hawkins writes again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and watch one of these 2 videos. Nice one, guys.